You said you cussed him out. Why would you cuss him out?
So when you having a baby, you be in so much pain, you got to cut somebody out.
Somebody, so he was the one who got it.
He the one who got it. And I will say, that I had a son, and his name was Travis. He's no longer here with us. He's deceased. God bless his soul. But yeah, Travis was the first one, the first grand.
First grand. All right, so let's say here, years 20 through 25. What was your life like 20 through 25?
After I graduated from high school, I went to Job Corps in Atlanta. I stayed in Job Corps for 2 years. Graduated from Job Corps, graduated from Atlanta Area Tech. Didn't further that, cause instead of doing I went to Job Corps for nursing, but instead of going in medical field, I went in daycare because I love children.
How long did you stay in daycare?
I worked in daycare from here in Statesboro, at Statesboro Head Start, babysitting, moved to Atlanta, worked at 3 daycares in Atlanta for years. I did daycare for about 30 years.
About 30 years? So you enjoyed that field?
Yeah, I enjoyed that field.
Okay, all right. Now, after high school, did you do any partying? Were you like pretty much a house person, or were you like you said, were you like running the streets?
Oh yes, I party. Hang out this little place, this club we call. The name was Elks Club.
Elks Club.
We hung out at the Elks Club. I hung out with older people.
Older? When you say older, do you mean like 4 years, 5 years?
No, about 20 years.
20 years
older than me.
And how old were you? You was like 18, 19, 20?
Probably 19,
and
20.
So they were like 40?
Yeah, they were old. They was old women. Yeah, I hung out with them women. And one of the ladies, her daughter laughs at her and says, how y'all hang out with Shrell? She much younger than y'all. But we used to hang, boys to hang at the Elks Club. That was the spot.
What describe the Elks Club? Like, what was the Elks Club like?
Well, it'd be them old Qs. them old men, because it was a dry county. Couldn't sell liquor in the county, but they would have it at the club, at the bar. And they would sell it to you under the bar.
Yeah.
Sit the cup up under the bar and pour the liquor in the cup, then put it up on top of the bar. And I was dating this man. He was 30 years older than me. His name was Joe Bellinger. Now, Joe Bellinger was a Joe Bellinger. He was the first person I ever known to bootleg out of the trunk of his car. He could sell anything. Joe was a hustler. He sell anything out of the trunk of his car. Clothes, food, fruit, liquor, beer. He was just a hustler. And we used to go to the Elks Club. I go to the bathroom. When I come out the bathroom, Joe stayed at the bathroom door. People didn't mess with Joe because they knew Joe would cut them.
So back then it was cutting, not shooting.
No, they weren't like they are today. The people ain't shoot. They cut and be buddies the next day.
So how do you describe y'all relationship with you and Joe?
I was scared of Joe.
Why you was scared of Joe?
Because Joe ain't play. Joe ain't play. Joe used to follow me around like I was a little puppet. He used to follow me around everywhere. When I got pregnant from Joe, I got pregnant from an old man, 30 years older than me.
So let me ask, how did y'all meet? With you being so young, him being so old, how did that come into?
Because I used to hang out. One of the old ladies I used to hang out with is his first cousin, and I would go to the club with her. And Joe asked her who I was. She told him who I was, and we stayed in like an apartment building. We just share bathrooms, and Joe would sneak over there and see me. He snuck up a baby.
Snuck up a baby.
Yeah.
So that was your second child?
That's my second child.
Was that a boy or a girl?
A boy.
All right. Now, let's say, how long did you and Joe stay together?
Me and Joe together probably maybe, I don't know. Back then, we wasn't keeping up with time and how long you with somebody. All you know, we were together. We were hunting. That's all we knew.
That old man.
That old man. He was an old man. He was a good-looking old man. You drive a great Trans Am. I think I love that car more than I love Joe. Because everybody talking about that great Trans Am. That was a good-looking man, boy. Had that slick hair on his head.
Yeah, slick hair.
Yeah, you know, back then, girls were crazy about men that had good hair.
Yeah, that light skin.
Yeah. I tell you, a red man, you couldn't give me another one. Mm-mm. You couldn't give me one with $1 million on top of it. Not a red man.
So after that, what transpired after that? Like, what was your life like after that? After you and Joe?
After me and Joe, I was still hanging out at the club, at the Elks Club. When he come in, I would leave. And back then I was hanging out with this girl called Shawanda. We used to call her Juicy. And she was messing around with my godfather, which was Garfield Joyce.
Uh-huh.
And boy, I hated that. Because I liked his daughter. His daughter was a Chocolate Chip Connection member. And his wife was real sweet. And I didn't like him messing around with her.
Yeah.
But she was my friend. And I pretended that I didn't mind.